episode 7. Welcome back to episode 7 of the Bang Podcast. Today we have some topics from spring training.
We do.
We got a little politics, I think, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And a little NBA. First, however, I do want to give a shout out our number one viewer, Stanford commit for golf, Kevin O'Rourke. Really appreciate him. He's been going around our school, promoting our podcast. He watches all of our videos. He just makes so many comments about them, and we really appreciate like the publicity.
You absolutely do.
He's getting the word around without free of charge. We didn't tell him to do this.
We absolutely do. We really appreciate that, and thank you.
Yeah,
So good at that.
Yeah, and if he wants to come on one day, I'd love.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's basically generating like 10% of our views.
We would absolutely love it. So you're always welcome to come on and just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to have you. The Yankees, so just let us know.
Okay, so what are we doing first?
Okay, so we're gonna start off with spring training. So obviously Yankees back in camp. So one of the hot stories so far has been Domingo Hermann.
Oh my.
Not so hot.
Well, some people might not know about what he did.
Okay, so Domingo Hermann, around a year and a half ago, was suspended for domestic violence issue. Very bad stuff.
In front of an MLB executive.
I'm not sure. I think that
he punched his girlfriend.
But very bad. Domestic violence.
Fool.
Suspended, very long time. He went off the grid.
I'm surprised he's still on their team, to be honest.
He went off the grid. He announced that he retired.
Uh-huh.
He's posting very weird Instagram posts. He was on some sort of drugs. I don't really know what it was.
Yeah.
But he had some problems. But he came back to camp.
But it's notable to mention that before his suspension, he was one of the best pitchers in the league. Actually,
he was very overrated.
He was overrated because he got a lot of wins and he got a lot of run support.
Yeah, ridiculous.
But he had 20 wins or 19 wins.
Oh, yeah,
he had a lot of wins.
He was very good.
And he was very good. And then the Yankees lost him, and he was a big piece for them in the playoffs.
He absolutely was. But he's back now, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, depends how you look at it. I don't have a problem with it. Zach Britton said a few days ago.
I have a problem with it.
He basically said he had a problem with what Domingo Hermann did and he needs to fix himself. Which, look, I don't really have an opinion on that. He can say what he wants.
I have a problem with it. I agree with Zach Britton. What he did, awful. And I think Domingo Hermann should have been kicked off the team.
But
I don't think his value is good enough to have that around the team. It's gross.
And he was suspended for 80-something games. I do think he deserved it.
He should have been kicked off the team.
But why not
Anyway, what? Why not
Chapman?
Chapman? Well, I don't really know. Chapman, what he did it's a while in the past.
Yeah.
And I don't know enough about that to make a judgment. Okay. However, I think that for Zach Britton to go out before the season has even started and just make that statement, causing unnecessary tension, if that's his opinions, I think he should keep that to himself because he's his teammate, and you don't want to have that on the team. Even though I agree with Britton.
Okay, but Domingo Hermann also, he did address the team and I would apologize, but again...
But he never once apologized to his girlfriend.
Yeah, again, I do think that's a little... Because he doesn't have to apologize publicly.
I don't think he has any remorse for that.
Okay, I don't think it's fair to make a judgment on that because you don't know what he's done. But
True.
But again, I get it. I get the tension. I do think... I'm not even sure how much he'll be involved. Probably a lot if Severino's out for a while. Which is possible. But again, a lot of other things going on in camp with a lot of other teams. Again, let's look at a lot of over-unders today. We'll give a brief overview. Again, as the season gets closer, we'll give our final prediction.
Can I ask? Are we allowed to ask playoff implications, World Series, or no?
I mean,
we're gonna save that for later.
Please say, but we'll give our final predictions. Maybe not loosely, but we'll give our.
Let me ask you about two teams. Okay. Three teams. 3 big teams. Who has a better record this year? Mets, Padres, Yankees. Who has the best record? List them from best record to worst record.
The Yankees won.
Oh my God!
Really?
No.
The San Diego Padres in a division with the Los Angeles Dodgers. That is absolutely.
I still think they'll have a better record.
That is absolutely.
Do you think the Yankees will win 100 games?
I think it'll be anywhere from 98 to 102. I think sounds about right. Yeah, that's so insane. It's not like they haven't won 100 games in the last 3 years.
I think they're going to win 92 games.
Okay, that's
underperformed.
Insane.
They're going to make the playoffs though. Here's my ranking: Padres, Yankees, Mets. I think the Mets are very overrated. They didn't get Bauer, which I go
Padres too. I might go Mets too.
The Padres got to be better. The Padres have an all-star team.
They're going to win 90 games.
They just signed. By the way, they signed Tatis. We didn't talk about this. 14-year deal. 14-year deal. I love him.
I think I got underpaid. I would have waited out. Think about it. In 10 years from now, especially with all the money circulating right now, how little
Dude,
amount of money
he's been
there is.
playing for 1 year.
He's
Been a star for 1 year.
I would have waited another year.
1 year he was a star. How many people do you know have had 1 year wonders and then sucked? They just paid this kid.
No, come on, but he's talented.
I agree with you. He's going to be, in my opinion, I think he's going to be great.
Okay.
However, after 1 year, you're paying the guy $350 million for 14 years. It's a little, it's very risky, to be honest with you. He could tear an ACL as soon as he steals a base next year.
Even like Tim's big time in back, 75.5 wins. I go under.
Oh, I like the Blue Jays over.
I do too.
They're at like 84 wins,
Braves
right?
91.5.
What are the Blue Jays at?
87. Let me see. The Blue Jays are at.
Can I make a bold prediction?
Yes.
Blue Jays win the AL East. Yankees wild card.
86.5. That's just not gonna happen.
Blue Jays will win the AL East. The Yankees will be the wild card. I think they will. Look at their lineup.
Look at the Yankees lineup. Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge. I don't understand why you're like so shitting on the Yankees. They're gonna win the pennant, most likely.
Yeah, they're favored to. I'd hope they do.
You don't think they will?
I think the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays?
Yes.
No,
the Blue Jays are not going to win the pennant, but they're going to win the division.
So, oh my God. Okay, that's just so stupid. Like, why?
I don't think that's necessarily stupid. I just think the Yankees have missed their chance. They've had so many good opportunities, and they've just
never been the best team in the league, besides maybe last year. But the Rays.
They're not going to be the best team in the league next year or the year after. The Dodgers are a super team.
In 2017, they were not the best. They were the best team. They got cheated out of it. 2018, the Red Sox were the best team of the decade. Maybe one of.
And what about last year?
I'm talking about 2019 now. I'm going in order. 2019, the Houston Astros were a better team than them, even though they cheated. So, and 2020, it was a 60-game season. What do you want me to say? They didn't have a good record.
It was a 60-game season. You're right. They went to a 7-game series and lost a 1-run ball game with Garrett Cole on the mound.
They did, yeah.
That's embarrassing. You can't do that. Do you want me to pull up their payroll versus the Rays payroll?
Okay, that team also
That's laughable.
Okay.
It's laughable how they should lose a game like that.
But you know what? It's a 60-game season, and what are you gonna do? It's bad. I think next year, I do think this will be the year they win the pennant, but
yeah. What about the World Series? I don't even want them to go to the World Series because I think the Dodgers will sweep them and embarrass them.
It's just so ridiculous to make a statement like that.
It's not. It's not. The Dodgers have a super team. The Dodgers have the best team in the decade.
Okay.
They will be better than the Red Sox.
I promise you, John Carlos.
In 2018.
If John Carlos. Wow. If John Carlos.
They will be. They will be.
The over-under is 102.5. Did they go over that?
Over.
Okay.
I can see them winning 106 games if they push it.
So you think if John Carlos hits 50 home runs, judges 45.
Have they hit?
Win the pennant next year, and they just sweep the Oakland A's. You're going to be going to that World Series saying, "Oh, they get swept by the Dodgers."
I think they'll lose the Dodgers.
What if they win 103 games? Dodgers win 107 games.
What if?
Sweep.
You're giving me what ifs. You're giving me what ifs here.
Who knows? The Dodgers could be knocked.
What if the Yankees miss the playoffs? I think there's a chance for that. By the way, I think there's a chance for the Padres to beat the Dodgers. The Yankees will make the playoffs.
So they're a super team. They're going to sweep the Yankees, but they're going to lose to the Dodgers.
Yes, the Padres are going to be a better team than the Yankees.
Close.
I think the fact that you're a diehard Yankees fan is making this a little biased.
No, it's not though.
No, it's not.
How? The Dodgers are better than them.
Objectively, you look at the Yankees and you see a team that has been in the playoffs 3 years and have never made it over the hump.
Okay, but
never made it over the hump.
No team.
Why would you give me a reason that they would make it over the hump this year? What has changed about their team?
That's better than them this
What's gotten better about their team? What has gotten better?
What's gotten better?
Tell me what's gotten better. Is adding Corey Kluber?
Yes.
That makes them better. A Corey Kluber who's way past his prime with a 4.5 ERA consistently.
Yes. Well, what do you mean? 1 year he had that. I think now he's rejuvenated. I'm not sure. He could be terrible. And you know what? They have options. They have options?
What options do they have?
They have Garcia.
Loizaga! Oh my God!
They have the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, pretty damn good.
Let me rest peacefully. They have Jonathan Loizaga to push them through to the pennant.
Okay,
come on. Come on here.
As a number 5 starter, yeah.
Yeah, give me their first 4 then.
Okay.
Where's Tanaka? Gone. Their best playoff starter, other than Garrett Cole. Poof, gone. He's in Japan.
Corey Kluber, Severino will be back.
Severino will be back off of what? Tommy John surgery.
So there's nothing they can do right. I mean, is everyone going to suck? Is that what you're implying?
I'm just saying you're banking on a lot of factors here.
I'm not banking
you
on
got
it.
ready?
I'm banking on enough factors.
Other than Garrett Cole, here's what you have. You have Corey Kluber past his prime by 4 years. 4 years. He hasn't been good in 4 years.
So you think the odds are that?
Hold on. Let me finish. You have no Tanaka.
Yeah.
Can we agree? He's probably their clutchest playoff starter since CC.
Not last year.
Well, other than Garrett Cole, the Cy Young winner, who's the best pitcher in the league.
I'll take Garrett Cole any day of the week, any moment, any year.
Wow, hot take. You take Garrett Cole over Masahiro Tanaka. Hot take. Steaming hot take. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, Garrett Cole is better than Tanaka, okay? But you still lose your number 2 guy, okay? Then who do we have? Who do we have in the 3 slot?
Jameson Taillon. He sucks. He's a laughing stock.
He is a laughing stock.
Jameson Taillon is a laughing stock.
He has had.
Remember this moment.
For those. Hold on.
Is a laughing stock.
Yeah, he is. For those who do not know, Jameson Taillon has had 3 elbow surgeries in his career.
And look where he is now. He's in the New York Yankees. He's in fucking great.
Where did he come from to the New York Yankees? Can you remind me?
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Austin Meadows came from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Who was the worst team in the league last year?
Okay, that is the most dumb argument. Mike Trout was on the Angels. That is the stupidest thing you've ever said.
You're telling me that Jameson Taillon.
Mike Trout's on the Angels.
Hold on.
What are you saying?
Hold on. Answer this question. Answer this question.
What a stupid comment. What a stupid comment that was.
Answer this question.
Wow.
Answer this question. Do they have a better rotation this year or last year? Going into the season, do you feel more confident with Jameson Taillon and Corey Kluber starting games 2 and 3, and then Jonathan Loaizaga and Davey Garcia 4 and 5? You feel confident with that?
I think
because I don't. I do not at all.
Okay, I think last year's rotation is more stable, but this year's rotation has a chance to be a lot better than last year's.
A chance to be a lot better.
Yes.
You're looking at 3 guys past their prime.
Who's past their prime?
Taillon.
He's past his prime. He's 25 years old.
He's so past his prime. He's had 3 elbow surgeries.
Okay, I'm not sure.
And he's not 20. How old is he?
He's 29.
Okay, he's 30 years old. He's a 30-year-old pitcher.
Aaron Judge is 28.
Okay, that's Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole. Jameson Taillon.
Okay,
we're talking about Jameson Taillon here. We're not talking about.
You're off here, man. You're really off. You're so wrong.
It's Corey Kluber.
I don't understand all the.
Listen, I'm very high on Corey Kluber. I think his ceiling is so high.
That's what I've been saying.
But he hasn't been good in 4 years.
That's not.
You're basing this off of projections. You're hoping. You're wishful thinking here. You're so wishful thinking here, okay? You're banking on Corey Kluber returning to his old Cy Young self.
So the Yankees are going to win 90 games? Like, that's so
they are.
The last time the Yankees were good was Corey Kluber was good. In 2018, he was 20-7 with a 2.89. That was 2 years ago. 1.5 seasons ago.
Who did he play for?
The Cleveland Indians. Like, what?
What did they do that year? They went to the playoffs. Okay.
What does that have to do with it?
They had a good lineup. They helped him out with the lineup.
Oh my God.
Listen.
He had a 2.89 year, right?
What was his ERA last year?
0.00. He got hurt last year.
Even better. Even better. He's coming off an injury. It's so fitting. No. It's so fitting. It's so fitting. Here we go. No. It's so fitting. Here we go. We have.
Does the lineup give him a 2.89 ERA? Does the lineup give him a 2.41?
Ready? Let me ask you a question. This is so fitting because we have an injury-prone Yankees. We have a Yankees. We have a Yankees team. You made the same argument. Okay, look at Domingo Hermann's stats in 2019.
Domingo Hermann is Corey Kluber. Okay.
That's by your argument. Then yes, he is. By your argument, then yes, he is. Can I just say something?
Corey Kluber's ERA is under 3. It's a big freaking difference, actually. Yes, there is a big difference.
Okay, let me just say something. The injury-prone Yankees, who have been plagued by injuries the last 3 years, are now having a rotation with Jameson Taillon off of 3 arm surgeries, Corey Kluber off an injury, which, I don't know, what was it? But he missed the whole season, so it must have been pretty damn important.
Well, 60 games.
And Luis Severino coming off his 2nd arm surgery? Is that right?
Probably.
Okay, so the 3 guys after Garrett Cole have all been coming off of injuries. Notably, arm injuries, which I think you need your arm when you're pitching the ball.
Trust me, they will be fine. They will be fine.
I would rather them call up. I'd rather them call up. Who's the kid?
Yankees rhetoric.
It's not anti-Yankees rhetoric. It's not. I would love to see the Yankees win the World Series. I would go crazy.
You have not mentioned the Yankees lineup the entire time with the best lineup in baseball outside of maybe the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I don't think it's the best lineup in baseball. And also, I don't think
better
their
than the
lineup
Yankees
matters that much. That's why I'm not talking about it. I don't think it
matters. Why does it matter?
I don't think it matters that much. They've had the same lineup for 3 years, and the lineup's carried them as far as it could go. But the pitching has let them down consistently.
Not last year.
Consistently.
Not last year.
Okay, well, you're the one saying they're the best lineup. Where's their lineup changed? Where's it different this year? Tell me.
What's different this year?
What's different this year?
Well, I think they're more healthy this year, or hopefully more healthy. That's the thing. Injuries are a crapshoot. Who knows what can happen? I'll tell you this. You have 162 games this season. You have 3 pitchers coming off of elbow surgeries. I can tell you this. Not 3.
One of them is going to get injured. One of them is going to get injured.
Kirk will probably get injured at some point.
I hope not.
That's baseball. And every single year that's happened to the Yankees, and guess what? Every single year they still win 100 games plus.
And then they do shit.
Well, you're telling me they're going to win less than 100 games?
Do shit in the playoffs.
They're going to win.
Okay, let's talk about their bullpen then.
Oh, I love their bullpen. I am in love with their bullpen additions.
You love Aroldis Chapman.
I don't love it, but he's still one of the best closers in the league.
Yeah, do you know what I see when I turn on the TV in the playoffs? I see Aroldis Chapman giving up walk-off hits and clutch hits to teams that stomp on the Yankees in the final game of a series.
They got Justin
That's what I say.
Which I absolutely am in love with. I think that was low-key.
Who did they lose again?
Adam
Ottavino, okay.
He sucks. So
he was an all-star.
You can have him, Boston.
Wasn't he an all-star? Okay, wasn't he an all-star 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Corey Kluber was a Cy Young Award winner 2 years ago.
By your token, Corey Kluber, same thing.
So Corey Kluber's I don't know if you know. Okay.
They're both all-stars.
Yes, okay. But Corey Kluber's here. I think it comes down to whether or not, and speaking of the bullpen though, Brian Cashman made a great decision letting Betances go to the Mets. He's terrible now. I hope he has a great year this year, but you know what? He hasn't been good. Who's their setup man now?
Who is it? Tell me.
They're Chapman, Wilson. I'm forgetting someone. No, there's. Zach Britton. Okay. Lights out.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's very good. He
Chad
can be
Green?
the closer. Green, he's very inconsistent.
I love him.
But I like him too.
I like him a lot.
Their bullpen is good.
When he's on, he's so good.
I think their
bullpen is good, but I'm just looking around the league and
there's not many bullpens better than them.
There are a couple that are better than them. Important ones too.
Really? Who?
I think the Dodgers are better than them.
Who's in their bullpen? Kenley Jansen.
I think the Dodgers, all around, in every facet of the game. Wait, we forgot a big part. Defense. Is Gleyber Torres going to keep booting balls at shortstop? He can't even reach first base.
They need to fix their defense. I 100% agree. I will say Clint Frazier's defense was a massive improvement. Gold Glove finalist. So
I like him in the lineup. I think he should have been starting for 2 years.
I agree. Defense is an issue. He needs to work on it. Torres needs to fix it. Torres after that. But okay, so moving on.
We need to move on.
We go to the NBA. Again. Well, actually, hold on. Just a quick thing. Just want to address Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah.
Very sad, but I feel like he might come back and win another Masters. I probably will.
I would love to see that. I don't know.
But
the injuries I've been hearing about.
It's bad. It's bad.
It is golf. So if he was playing basketball, he would be done.
No, of course. But you know what? We wish him the best, and I'm sure he'll be okay.
I wish him the best. He has some trouble behind the wheel. Let me tell you that. He should probably get a driver. He should probably get a driver. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So again, also big NBA news. Really, a lot of stuff has been going on. I mean, in my opinion, the Los Angeles Lakers are in big trouble. They are in big trouble. I'll say this: if Anthony Davis is hurt, they are done.
They're done.
But at any point, will he come back to?
Let me ask you this.
Full force?
This is kind of shifting the topic, but do you think LeBron is your MVP? Like, who's your MVP this year?
Well, I think if LeBron excelled when AD was hurt, I would say yes. But now, being that there was 4 in a row without Anthony Davis,
he carries their
the Utah Jazz completely took them off the floor.
Listen to me.
They blew them out.
Utah Jazz is the best team in the league right now, unequivocally. But people think they're gonna just. It's a facade.
I don't think that's true.
Let me tell you, I think they're the real deal, this team. I watch them a lot.
Yeah.
Real deal. Jordan Clarkson is an underrated player. He is balling. 6th man of the year, I have no doubt. And then Donovan Mitchell is clutch. They just hit so many threes and they play defense. I like their team a lot. I don't know how far they'll go. I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to put it together and just dominate everyone. I just don't see how they... Once KD comes back...
The Clippers have a shot. I really do. People don't like them.
I agree with you too. Because I think the Clippers play offense well and they also play defense well.
And people just don't talk about them anymore because they had a really disappointing finish last year.
That was disappointing.
They're still a very good team. Again.
The Nuggets beat them at home last year.
Nuggets are good, but they've been terrible
Last
this
year. The Nuggets beat them at home.
The Boston Celtics have been in free fall.
Oh my God,
They're
they're in big.
Brad
Brad
Stevens
Stevens is in the hot seat. I'm gonna tell you this. He should be because they should be a better team than they are.
I agree. Again, it would be very.
Kemba Walker has been garbage.
I heard about that.
He's been awful. I can't even. I feel bad because he used to be one of my favorite players, but he's been very bad.
No, I agree. I mean, again, I just think the thing is with the NBA is you gotta. It's so the problem with having a top-heavy team like the Lakers is if one of those big guys gets hurt, they're done. Like
I know.
Like something though, imagine LeBron went down. I mean, obviously, this is the difference with
I
other
think
sports.
I don't think it's all Anthony Davis. It's mostly.
Dennis Schroeder's hurt as well. Which is a big.
That's a big part of it.
I agree.
He's a big part. He's a very good player.
They
I just think it's. I don't think it's all Anthony Davis. It's 80% Anthony Davis because he's amazing, but their defense awful.
They've been awful.
They don't even.
That's the biggest concern
It looked
to
like
me.
they weren't even trying last
That-
night on
That's the
defense.
biggest concern. It's so like it's a nightmare. Look, I think they're gonna. I think the Lakers will end up figuring it out, but I do think the Clippers will end up beating them. The Jazz have a chance as well.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this: the NBA is more interesting.
It is.
It's getting more interesting.
It is.
I think likely that
Even the
part of the
Sixers,
reason is
don't
the
count
Jazz.
them out.
Oh, I like the
I do
Sixers.
too. They could.
Okay,
move
wait.
off them.
So who's your MVP so far?
I still go LeBron.
I agree. I go.
But
LeBron.
that might be changing very soon.
I like LeBron, so I'm kind of biased.
James Harden.
But I just watch LeBron and I think he's just balling.
Yeah,
I think it's LeBron
He needs some
then
help.
Embiid. He doesn't need help. They give him the ball and he just has to work and the shots he's been hitting are just ridiculous.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous.
They had him pull him out they basically pulled him out because do you know this? He's 37. He's playing the most minutes. They said this on TV yesterday.
I saw
He's
that.
playing the most minutes in the NBA. What is that?
Eventually, you're gonna break down.
How is he still going? He's been doing this for 18 years.
He's-
And then he gets to the playoffs and kicks it up a gear. I don't understand how he does that.
I do just think.
And they can't expect that from him.
No, I also home field. Obviously, home field's not as big of a deal this year. So.
Well, are they gonna? You think they're gonna be? Think you're gonna be fans by the time
Yeah, they're not
June?
full, but.
I think it'll be. Yeah, I think it'll be like 40% maybe.
Pushing it. I go like 25%,
Yeah,
which is still
25%.
a decent amount. I mean, like,
But it's more than they played in the last 2 years.
Oh yeah, again.
So that's a big deal. It is a big deal to have 25%, which is what 15,000 fans.
Yeah.
It's 15,000 fans compared to no one in the building for 2 years straight. Is kind of.
The Knicks
kind of
are
a big deal.
the Knicks are the 10th seed right now. They're really on the outside looking in. Wow.
I love that. I love their team this year. Love their
Hornets,
team.
how about them? The 7th seed. The
I
Thunder finally
love-
fixing it about fucking time.
Mhm.
Raptors as well.
Do you see the Heat contending in the
I'm not gonna disrespect them. They
again?
win the
Yeah,
conference.
last year they
They're
shit.
probably not, but I'm not gonna say damn them.
Let me tell you who's been a big disappointment. The Bucks.
Yeah.
I always never liked them. I always thought they were overrated. And I think Giannis is overrated too, to be honest. He's good,
No,
but he has such a one-faceted game.
Yeah.
He can't shoot for shit. He doesn't do anything.
I agree.
He just takes two steps and dunks the ball.
I also the Wizards making a run. Now that they're
Oh.
healthy, obviously they're making a
Yes,
run as well.
they're so underrated. They start off garbage. Their team is so much better than their record would tell you.
Is John Moran hurt, by the way?
No, he's been playing, I think.
I feel like I've not heard that guy's name for a long time. I don't know where he's been.
Well, who's been overshadowing him is LaMelo is balling.
Oh,
He's really good.
fantastic. He is.
He's really good. Also, this guy the Kings have, Tyrese Halliburton.
I've heard of him. Yes.
He's very good.
He is
Very, very good.
Want to finish up?
Anything else you have to talk about?
I think that's good for now.
All right.